Welcome back to the channel Valuable Coins History. Today's video, coin lovers. Get ready to uncover the hidden fortune behind one of America's most fascinating coins, the 1972 D. Kennedy half dollar. This isn't just a piece of metal. It's a potential million-dollar treasure waiting to be discovered in your pocket change. Stick around, because today we'll reveal how this rare coin could turn you from an ordinary collector into a billionaire overnight. Let's dive in and explore the mystery, history, and unbelievable value of this incredible U.S. coin. Top 4 first up. The 1972 D. Kennedy half dollar is one of those incredible coins that continues to fascinate collectors and treasure hunters across the world. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary half dollar, just another piece of American currency featuring President John F. Kennedy's proud profile on the obverse and the majestic presidential seal on the reverse. But hidden among the millions minted that year are a few rare varieties and minting errors so extraordinary that they have turned a once simple coin into a potential million-dollar treasure. This is not just loose change. It's a story of mystery, fortune, and pure numismatic gold. What makes the 1972 D. Kennedy half dollar so valuable isn't just its age or its metal composition. It's the unique combination of rarity and error that makes collectors go wild. The Denver Mint produced over 141 million of these coins, but some were struck with unusual die varieties, off-metal compositions, or dramatic minting mistakes. These errors are what drive the price through the roof. A perfect example is a 1972 D half dollar struck on a 40% silver planchet, a leftover blank from earlier mint years. Finding one of these is like hitting the jackpot because it's not supposed to exist. Collectors and auction houses have confirmed that when such a coin appears, it can easily sell for tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars depending on its condition, luster, and authenticity. One pristine example graded MS-67 by PCGS sold for a jaw-dropping amount, leaving coin enthusiasts stunned. But the story doesn't end there, because the true mystery of the 1972 D. Kennedy half dollar lies in its hidden variations that most people overlook in everyday change. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that could change your entire life. A simple half dollar that could be worth more than a luxury car, a house, or even a fortune. That's the thrill driving collectors to check their coins with magnifying glasses, weighing them on precision scales, and sending them to grading companies like PCGS or NGC. A difference of a few grams or a faint error mark could mean the difference between 50 cents and $50,000. It's this suspense that makes the world of coin collecting so electrifying. Now, what's truly fascinating about the Kennedy half dollar series is how it symbolizes American pride, freedom, and the enduring legacy of one of the nation's most beloved presidents. After the tragic assassination of John F. Kennedy in 1963, the coin was introduced in his honor, instantly becoming a cherished keepsake across the country. Even decades later, coins like the 1972 D carry that emotional and historical weight, making them not just currency, but symbols of national memory and hidden wealth. But here's where it gets even more exciting. Some of these 1972 D half dollars feature die rotation errors, double strikes, or misaligned dies, all of which turn an ordinary coin into a collector's dream. The rarer the error, the higher the value. When these coins appear at major auctions, collectors from around the world compete fiercely, driving prices sky high. It's not unusual for a coin like this to fetch six figures if the error is unique enough and the condition near flawless. Even more captivating is how these coins continue to surface from unexpected places. Old coin jars, garage sales, estate boxes, or even casual pocket change. Many people have unknowingly spent or discarded coins that could have made them rich. That's why experts and collectors constantly emphasize, never underestimate old coins. The next time you come across a 1972 D. Kennedy half dollar, take a closer look. It could be your ticket to unimaginable wealth. The numismatic market has grown massively in recent years, with collectors paying premium prices for rare U.S. coins, especially those tied to historical significance and minting anomalies. With global interest surging, a coin like the 1972 D has become more than just a collectible. It's an investment in history, an asset that appreciates with time. Those lucky enough to own one of the rare error versions have seen their fortunes change overnight. If you're sitting on a pile of old coins, a forgotten piggy bank, or a collection passed down through generations, now's the perfect time to start checking. That small, overlooked Kennedy half-dollar might just hold the key to life-changing wealth. It's happened before, and it can happen again. The stories of ordinary people discovering rare coins worth thousands or even millions are not myths. They're reality for those who take the time to look. So before you spend that shiny 1972 D half-dollar, pause and think. It might not just be 50 cents. It might be the coin that turns you into a billionaire overnight. Always remember, what looks ordinary could be extraordinary, and sometimes the smallest piece of metal holds the power to change your fortune forever. Thanks for watching, and make sure to check your coins today. You might just be holding the next million-dollar treasure in your hand. Next up today, we're diving into one of the most exciting coins ever minted in the United States, the 1973 D Kennedy half-dollar. This coin isn't just a piece of old change. It's a symbol of American history, a collector's dream, and for some lucky people, a golden ticket to life-changing wealth. The 1973 D Kennedy half-dollar has stunned collectors with its shocking auction prices, rare minting errors, and the incredible stories behind the few that have sold for thousands and even millions of dollars. So, if you got a handful of old coins sitting somewhere, get ready, because one of them might just make you rich overnight. The 1973 D Kennedy half-dollar was struck at the Denver Mint, bearing the D mint mark right below Kennedy's neck on the obverse side. Unlike the earlier silver issues from the 1960s, this one was made of copper-nickel composition. Yet despite its ordinary look, certain rare variations and error strikes have made it astonishingly valuable. Collectors and dealers across the world are always on the hunt for pristine, uncirculated examples, or those with rare minting flaws, like double-die obverse missing letters or misaligned strikes. Some of these error coins have fetched jaw-dropping prices at auctions, turning what was once a 50-cent coin into a six-figure treasure. What makes this coin even more fascinating is its connection to the legacy of John F. Kennedy, the 35th President of the United States. Introduced just months after his assassination in 1963, the Kennedy half-dollar became a coin of deep national significance. Every version since then, including the 1973 D, carries the emotional and historical weight of that moment in history. For collectors, it's not just metal. It's American history frozen in time. The 1973 D stands out because it wasn't released for general circulation. It was minted primarily for collectors and mint sets, meaning very few ever made into the hands of the public. That scarcity adds massive premium value today. Now, here's where it gets thrilling. Some 1973 D Kennedy half-dollars have been discovered with mirror-like proof finishes or unusual die strikes. These ultra-rare varieties are considered anomalies, but when found, their value can skyrocket into the tens of thousands of dollars. One particular example graded MS-67 by PZGS stunned the numismatic world when it sold for over $12,000, proving that even modern coins can yield unbelievable profits when preserved in mint state condition. Imagine if you had one sitting unnoticed in your drawer. Beyond condition, rarity is the true driver of fortune in coin collecting. Most Kennedy half-dollars from 1973 D are worth face value, but coins that survived untouched, without scratches, wear, or blemishes, are rare jewels. When certified by professional grading companies like NGC or PZGS, these coins can attract fierce bidding wars. It's not uncommon for passionate collectors to pay astronomical sums for the right piece, especially if it features a unique mint error. In fact, a few coins with dramatic double strikes or off-center impressions have been rumored to sell for prices that defy belief, into the hundreds of thousands. The buzz around the $1 million Kennedy coin has grown thanks to stories of private sales and collectors willing to pay anything for perfection. While not every 1973 D half-dollar will make you a millionaire, the truth is that the rarest examples, particularly those in flawless mint condition or with known mint errors, are worth more than luxury cars, gold bars, and even houses. It's this thrilling possibility that keeps treasure hunters searching through old coin rolls, flea markets, and forgotten piggy banks across the country. Think about it. How many times have we handled coins without realizing their hidden power? That little 50-cent piece might hold the key to your financial freedom. The 1973 D. Kennedy half dollar serves as a reminder that ordinary objects can hold extraordinary value. It's more than just currency. It's a bridge between America's history and your potential fortune. Every scratch, every mint mark, every small variation tells a story, and collectors are willing to pay big to own that story. Collectors are drawn to the Kennedy half dollar series because of its timeless design and historical importance. The profile of John F. Kennedy, sculpted by Gilroy Roberts, captures both dignity and legacy, while the reverse side, designed by Frank Gasparo, proudly displays the presidential seal of the United States. This combination of artistry and emotion transforms each coin into a miniature monument, a keepsake of freedom, leadership, and resilience. When you hold one, you're literally holding a piece of America's soul. So, before you spend that old coin or dismiss your dusty collection as worthless, take a moment to look closer. The 1973 D. Kennedy half dollar might just be the diamond hiding in plain sight, a small, shining piece of history that could change your life forever. Have it checked, get it graded, and who knows, you might be the next person making headlines for finding a coin worth millions of dollars. Next up into today's incredible journey into the world of rare American coins, where a single piece of metal can transform your life overnight. Among the treasures of U.S. coinage lies one that collectors whisper about, the 1974 D. Kennedy half dollar. At first glance, it may seem like just another coin, but hidden in your change jar or old collection could be a fortune worth millions of dollars. This isn't just a coin. It's a piece of history, a symbol of American legacy, and possibly your ticket to unimaginable wealth. The Kennedy half dollar series began in 1964 as a tribute to the late President John F. Kennedy, following his tragic assassination. It quickly became one of the most beloved coins in U.S. history. But the 1974 D version has a mysterious charm, a coin that has sparked curiosity, rumors, and treasure hunts across the country. Some rare varieties and minting errors from this year have skyrocketed in value, fetching eye-popping prices at auctions that stunned even seasoned collectors. So, what makes the 1974 D. Kennedy half dollar so special? It's all in the details. Minted in Denver, the D marked below Kennedy's bust signifies its origin. While millions were made, a handful emerged with unique minting errors, doubling on the letters, misplaced marks, or unusual metal compositions. These rare flaws turn an ordinary coin into a million-dollar masterpiece, desired by collectors worldwide. The thrill lies in discovering one that escaped unnoticed from the mint, waiting decades to reveal its true worth. In today's market, collectors are willing to pay astonishing sums for these rare coins, especially those in pristine condition or with rare die varieties. Imagine finding a coin worth more than a luxury car or even a mansion tucked away in a drawer or jar. Some 1974 D. Kennedy half dollars have been known to reach 5- and 6-figure prices, with stories circulating of coins valued in the millions due to their exceptional preservation and rarity. But it's not just about the metal. It's about the story. Each Kennedy half dollar carries the weight of a nation's history, minted during a time of reflection and unity after JFK's assassination. The design by Gilroy Roberts captures the strength and dignity of Kennedy, while the reverse side, with the presidential seal, stands as a proud reminder of American power and promise. Owning this coin isn't just about value. It's about holding a piece of American heritage in your hand. The bicentennial era brought renewed interest to coins like these, as Americans celebrated 200 years of independence. Though the 1974 D isn't a bicentennial coin itself, it sits on the brink of that historic period, making it even more significant. Many collectors consider it a bridge between two important chapters of U.S. coinage, the early Kennedy years and the patriotic bicentennial designs that followed. That connection adds even more emotional and historical weight to its worth. If you're wondering how a coin like this could be worth millions, it's all about rarity and condition. The fewer flawless examples that exist, the higher their market demand. Combine that with errors like double die obverse, or those struck on experimental planchets, and you've got a coin that could send shockwaves to the collecting world. Professional grading can unlock the true potential of your coin. A mint state 1974 D can sometimes sell for thousands, while a rare error or perfect strike could reach astronomical figures. So before you spend that $50 or toss it into a coin jar, take a closer look. Use a magnifying glass, inspect every letter, every shine, every small imperfection, because that tiny detail might be worth a fortune. People across the globe are now turning their attention to these coins, searching through their piggy banks and inherited collections in hopes of finding one of these hidden gems. The excitement, the thrill, and the mystery behind the 1974 D. Kennedy $50 continue to captivate collectors and investors alike. It's a coin that reminds us how a simple piece of metal can hold incredible value, not just in dollars, but in the stories it tells. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting your journey, this coin proves that treasure still exists in plain sight, waiting for the right eyes to see them. So take a moment today, check your old coins, your drawers, your piggy banks, and your family keepsakes. That ordinary-looking $50 could be the key to a life-changing discovery. The 1974 D. Kennedy $50 isn't just a coin, it's a legend, a symbol of American pride, and perhaps your golden opportunity to become the next big name in coin collecting history. If you find one, you might just strike silver, or better yet, strike it rich. Next up, have you ever wondered if that shiny old coin sitting in your drawer could make you a millionaire overnight? Well, brace yourself, because today we're diving into one of the most astonishing stories in the world of coin collecting, the 1989 P. Kennedy $50. This isn't just another coin from your change jar. It's a hidden treasure that could be worth a fortune. Yes, you heard that right. Some rare 1989 P. Kennedy $50 are valued in the thousands, and a few have shocked collectors with prices soaring into the hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on condition, rarity, and minting errors. The 1989 P. Kennedy $50 was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, carrying the P Mint mark proudly under Kennedy's neck. This coin was part of a continuing tribute to President John F. Kennedy, who remains a symbol of hope and leadership in American history. While most of these coins are produced in the millions for general circulation, a select few were minted under special conditions or contain fascinating minting errors. And that's where the real value lies. Now, let's talk about what makes the 1989 P so special. While majority were struck on standard copper-nickel-clad planchets, a handful of these coins are rumored to have been accidentally struck on silver planchets or with double die obverse errors, a mistake that occurred when the dies struck the coin twice, causing doubling on Kennedy's profile or the inscriptions. These rare varieties can fetch enormous prices at auctions, especially when they're graded by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. Collectors are obsessed with finding pristine examples of this coin, especially those graded MS67 or higher. In mint state condition, a flawless 1989, P. Kennedy $50 can be a showstopper. Some have sold for over $5,000 to $15,000, while ultra-rare varieties have crossed the $50,000 mark in major numismatic auctions. The excitement around these coins is electric, and every collector dreams of finding that one perfect piece that changes their life forever. What's truly fascinating is how a simple $50 coin, originally worth just 50 cents, can become a life-changing discovery. It's not just a metal or the face value that makes it special. It's the story, the history, and the rarity. Each coin tells a silent tale from the minting room to the collector's showcase, surviving decades of circulation and carrying with it the legacy of a great American leader. The reverse design, featuring the presidential seal with a bald eagle holding an olive branch and arrows, represents the strength and peace of the United States. Combine that with Kennedy's bold, dignified portrait on the obverse, and you have a coin that's not just currency, it's art, history, and patriotism all rolled into one. That's why collectors around the world are always on the hunt for unique pieces like the 1989 P $50. It's a coin that captures both beauty and value in a single strike. What separates a regular 1989 P from a fortune-making one is condition and rarity. If your coin shows sharp details, no scratches, and retains an original mint luster, it could be a hidden jackpot. Coins stored safely for decades, untouched and well-preserved, often end up being worth far more than anyone ever expected. Some collectors have discovered near-perfect examples in old rolls, proof sets, or even tucked away in forgotten collections, instantly turning a small find into big money. Another factor that skyrockets value is minting errors. Things like off-center strikes, double dies, missing layers, or coins struck on the wrong planchet. These mistakes are rare, unpredictable, and extremely valuable. When collectors or dealers stumble upon one of these error coins, the excitement is unreal. It's like finding a winning lottery ticket, because the right combination of rarity and demand can push the value into tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you have a 1989 P. Kennedy half dollar, take a closer look. Inspect it under good lighting, or better yet, use a magnifier. Check for doubling, unusual weight, or strange color tones. Any of these could be a sign that you're holding something extraordinary. You might just have a coin that turns an ordinary day into a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. Remember, these treasures often hide in plain sight, in your pocket change, your coin jar, or even an old collection passed down through your family. So, before you spend that half dollar, stop and think. It could be your golden ticket to unimaginable wealth. The 1989 P. Kennedy half dollar isn't just a coin. It's a piece of American history with the power to change your fortune overnight. Keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows, maybe your next discovery will make you the next coin collector millionaire. Thanks for watching, and remember, every coin has a story, and yours might just be worth a fortune.